Once upon a time, there was a young disciple who approached a Zen master seeking guidance on how to overcome fear. The disciple said, "Master, I am filled with fear in various aspects of my life. How can I become fearless?" The Zen master smiled and nodded, acknowledging the disciple's struggle. He then said, "Fear is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to control you. Let me share a story with you." In a small village, there lived a powerful samurai warrior known for his courage and skill. One day, a young man from the village approached the samurai, trembling with fear. He said, "Sir, I am plagued by nightmares, and I'm constantly afraid for my life. I seek your guidance to overcome this fear." The samurai paused for a moment and replied, "I can teach you how to be fearless, but it will require a journey. Follow me." The young man eagerly agreed, and they embarked on a journey into the mountains. After days of trekking through challenging terrain, they arrived at a remote cave. The samurai instructed the young man to enter the cave alone and spend the night there. The young man hesitated, but eventually complied. As night fell, the young man found himself engulfed in darkness and overwhelmed by his fears. Every creak and rustle amplified his terror. He sat with his fear, observing it, and gradually realized that the fear was a creation of his own mind. The next morning, the samurai returned to find the young man emerging from the cave, visibly transformed. The fear that had once consumed him had vanished. The young man expressed his gratitude, saying, "Thank you, sir. I now understand that fear exists within me, and it is my perception that gives it power." The samurai smiled and replied, "Indeed, young one. Fear is often a creation of our thoughts and beliefs. By facing your fear head-on and realizing its illusory nature, you have discovered true fearlessness." The young man returned to the village, forever changed by his experience. He still encountered fear in life, but he no longer allowed it to control him. He had learned the art of being fearless. The moral of this Zen master story is that fear is often a product of our own thoughts and perceptions. By facing our fears directly and understanding their illusory nature, we can cultivate fearlessness. This involves observing our fears, questioning their validity, and realizing that they have no power over us unless we grant it to them. The Zen master's story teaches us that fear is not an external force, but something we create within ourselves. It arises from our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. By facing our fears directly, we can diminish their hold on us and cultivate fearlessness. To apply this wisdom to your own life, consider the following steps. 1. Acknowledge your fear. Recognize and accept that fear is a natural emotion that everyone experiences. It's okay to feel afraid. 2. Observe your fears. Instead of avoiding or suppressing your fears, take the time to observe them closely. What triggers your fear? What thoughts and beliefs contribute to it? Understanding the root causes can help you gain clarity. 3. Question your fears. Ask yourself whether your fears are based on actual threats or if they are products of your imagination. Often, our fears are irrational and exaggerated. Questioning their validity can help weaken their grip on you. 4. Face your fears. Just as the young man entered the cave in the story, confront your fears directly. Take small steps towards the things that scare you. By gradually exposing yourself to your fears, you can build resilience and realize that they are often less daunting than you imagined. 5. Change your perspective. Shift your mindset from one of fear to one of curiosity, growth, and possibility. Embrace challenges as opportunities for learning and personal development. Reframe fear as a sign that you are stepping outside your comfort zone and progressing. 6. Practice mindfulness. Cultivate a present moment awareness of your thoughts and emotions. When fear arises, observe it without judgment and let it pass through you. Mindfulness can help you detach from fearful thoughts and maintain a centered state of mind. 7. Seek support. If your fears persist or significantly impact your daily life, consider seeking guidance from a mentor, counselor, or therapist. They can provide additional tools and techniques to help you overcome your fears. Remember, fearlessness doesn't mean never feeling afraid. It means acknowledging your fears, understanding their nature, and choosing not to let them control your actions and decisions. With practice and patience, you can develop the courage to live a life guided by your aspirations rather than limited by fear.